Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, directed once again by Phil Moore, is the sequel to the 2012 surprise good film about video games. Wow, I just said that in a positive way. And last year we had the Emoji Movie, and they fucked that one up. What is happening? So this is a sequel to the 2012 hit of surprising one, honestly, of Wreck-It Ralph, where once again we see the old cast again, and now this time going to the internet, which is why the title cleverly, Ralph Breaks the Internet, admittedly it's such a stupid title. Honestly, there's not really much to talk about. There's going to be, honestly, a pretty quick review, because really I'm not going to say it's a bad film. It was really great, by the way. Just to keep it quick before I say something stupid that makes it sound completely different. This was a great sequel. It's honestly surprising to me. I guess it's because, honestly, I'm just so used to video game. Didn't we have, like, back in 2016, the Assassin's Creed film? Remember when that was supposed to be the big film that was going to finally wow audiences and prove that video game movies could be at least good? And then this year, I'm pretty sure, again, we had the Tomb Raider film. That didn't work out. That didn't work out at all. Nothing. We just have the worst of fucking luck. And now they're making a Sonic movie. I'm hearing there's still the Zelda movie supposed in the works. It's probably not going to be good. Pokemon, which surprisingly looks amazing. Detective Pikachu. Honestly, okay, let's not get off track, though. As you can tell, I'm not a big fan of video game movies, and that's why, if in this review I sound a little more critical than usual, that's why. When this came out in 2012, I was pretty hyped because I was still a stupid kid, very hopeful, thinking, oh, that's a Disney movie. This could be good. How bad can it be? It looks cool. It's about video games. It's pretty much... Admittedly, there's nothing much special about the film aside from pretty much being a video game version of Toy Story. Just like how the Emoji Movie was trying... Okay, forget the Emoji Movie. I'm going to be so negative in this whole review. I want to sound positive. It's just the end of the year. Okay. Honestly, though, like, when this film came out, a lot of people were fearing, just like how many films do when they try to be a Toy Story wannabe, but with its own little quirk, it's going to be probably really bad. But, surprise! The first film was actually incredible. It wasn't the greatest film of all time. It was just a great film. And a video game movie be associated with, let alone good, but great? That's like, the walls were broken down. Hearing that this sequel's come back again, I was pretty excited because I love the first one. I've probably seen that one 6 times already because, once again, it was shocking that it came out good. It was such a fun time to go see it again. I saw it a week after the release, or 2 if I remember, with my friend Nathan. He was not high out of his mind. Hey, Nathan, hey, buddy. But honestly, we had such a good time. Once again, the reason I'm not really talking about much of the movies, because honestly, I don't want to make it sound like it doesn't take any risks at all, but it doesn't do anything interesting enough to stand out as better than the original, but not worse. It's almost the exact same as the first one. It's not in the terms of it literally does the exact same thing, nothing special. It's just as good. Like, honestly, I could watch both of them. I feel like I get the same experience and the same emotions. And you can consider that a good thing, that it still shows that they have some... And in Wreck-It Ralph 2... There's, not to say that there's not new characters involved and nothing new to see, which is great. Gal Gadot's performance was amazing, by the way, as that character. She was surprisingly really badass. I thought it was going to be like a really corny, and edgy 80s girl, but it was actually really cool and interesting. You see, there's good stuff right there that they do, that stands out a little bit. But there's nothing, as far as I can tell, new in the animation, new in the style, new in the storytelling. It's almost literally the first one, but now we're on the internet. They even almost suffer the same kind of issues. You know, their game's shutting down, so they gotta go save it, but this time they go to the internet. And that's really what this movie is all about. Not to say that there's nothing impressive. The animation's beautiful, and there's even one specific part that's hilarious, because this film honestly can be really funny. The comedy is... It's always been good in the first one, the comedy, and they surprisingly do blend it well with video games up there. But now with the little criticism that's always been a problem with the first one, I'll admit, the comedy, which, once again, I understand this is meant to be for kids. I'm not the target audience, so I still think it can be for everybody. The main focus is admittedly kids. That doesn't mean that the jokes have to be cringy as fuck. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them. I want to make that clear. And they've always had this because now that they're going into the internet, that means we're open to the good old adults trying to understand memes and meme culture, which admittedly is confusing as fuck to start with. Which a lot of times they got right, by the way. Here's a little spoiler that doesn't really count. It's just a joke. If you really care that much about a joke, I'm sorry. Get out. When Ralph gets through, starts becoming Bob Ross, is apparently sell out, which is hilarious because a lot of YouTubers have been criticized to do that. The Paul brothers. What was that? So when he starts doing it himself and he dresses up as ridiculous things as Bob Ross, and then he does do the Fortnite dance, which... You know what? It does technically count, so I can't really... It is popular. As much as we hate to admit it, it's popular. So they're doing their job, guys. But yes, shit like that gets corny as fuck when they do terrible memes, and it's ridiculous. And it's kind of stupid, in my opinion, how, like, literally the biggest website is strangely the Disney, Oh My Disney website. But at least they do have the balls to make fun of them, though. And that's one thing that I will admit. Even at its cringiest and its most ridiculous, the films of both of them still manage to stay strong, and how they're not afraid to even criticize the stuff that they are supposed to be working with, and can still be a little clever and still have really good characters. And that's the whole basis about these two films that they get well. Characters. I love the both. I know Ralph, obviously, but is her name Penelope? I always forget. I don't want to get it wrong. I'm pretty sure it's not Penelope. Let's just call her that, because I don't know why I'm thinking about Penelope. Ralph and Penelope have always been such great characters. I've always loved them. It's adorable for them to work together. They're almost like the complete opposite. Some big, tough, bad guy, some tiny, little, cute little princess character. And it's kind of honestly even weird, now that I think about it and I say that out loud. I even mentioned that when I went to go watch with my friend at the theaters. A grown man is best friends with a kid. It's not creepy. Kevin Spacey. Why did I say that? But even with that, it's still an incredible movie with great characters, great jokes, really clever writing. And it's really strange that both of these films somehow managed to get very emotional at the end. That's what's surprising. My old friend Nathan got very emotional. He was like, what the fuck? About video games is this sad? And that's what's crazy about them, why I still appreciate these movies a lot. Because as much as I can sound like I can talk shit or not be as impressed, there's a lot to be impressed about. It's just simply that I do think they don't take as many risks as the first one. And I feel like it's almost, I could get the exact same reaction that I had with this one that I already did with the first one. That's not necessarily a bad thing at all, but it's just, it doesn't make it better or worse in the sequel. It's just, you can watch this and they're both almost the same kind of experience, which is still good, because they're both really good experiences. There's just nothing more out of that. With great characters and surprisingly really good writing that can even make it very sad at the end, it's shocking how despite this one not doing as well or even better than the second one, and then the first one I can't speak, it still surprisingly manages, I'm just going to continue, still manages to be a great story with great characters and a great movie all around. And it's still a very pleasing sequel. I'm going to give Ralph Breaks the Internet a 8 out of 10. I almost said 2 for some reason. Great characters, a very decent story, and just a lot of fun for everyone around. Just as good as the first one. And that's pretty much it, guys. It's not going to be the last review of the day, because I got another film that I got to review after. It probably has to do something with Transformers. Oh, what could that be about? I hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. What did you think about the movie? And check out the next movie review. It should come out hopefully in a couple of hours. See you guys.